Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everybody. Um, I just wanted to jump on here and do some reflecting, just some thoughts. I'm actually, let me see here. I'm still in recline mode. I've been chilling all day. Here I am. Hey, everybody. So this is a very impromptu, just jumping on here instead of doing a traditional Facebook Live. I'm also just, want to just say hello to the peoples. Hello to the peoples. Uh, Something here. I'm in bed, sitting up, been just doing a lot of nerdy reading. Got my little acid jazz on my YouTube channel. And just made me a little late night soup. Hey, Happy New Year. If you want to join the conversation, all you got to do is drop a comment. I could even, if somebody's really bold, I could send you my StreamYard link and you can actually jump in the call. Like, caller, you're on the air. But Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Back in the day, we would have had last night, New Year's Eve, as a church girl, would have had those late night watch meeting services, like from like 9 p.m. to after midnight. Um, and would have prayed the way into the new year. I have to confess, I didn't party the way into the new year. I didn't church my way into the new year. I actually slept my way into the new year. I wasn't intending on doing that, but I just got like super crazy sleepy. So, happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, Happy New Year, Terry. I hope that you had a peaceful entry into the new year because back in the day it was always like whatever you're doing at midnight is what's going to be happening all year long. Well, I'm going to just say I'm going to be in a restful space for 2022, and just want to kind of get on here and yeah, just thinking, y'all. Like I said, I'm in here sitting in the bed, really with the lights off, light coming through my window. I'm trying to paint the picture for you with my TV on, with my acid jazz YouTube playlist happening. So I'm just vibing. Matter of fact, let me let y'all jam for a minute. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yes. Um, Most of the day, I have been actually. I made a point not to get on my laptop, so I've just been actually on my tablet this evening. But I have been reading, chilling most of the day, trying to just allow this to be a day of renewal. Hey, everybody, Happy New Year. This is me just wanting to go live. If you want to join the conversation, drop a comment. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 2022. Wow. Just some personal reflections and just commentary about things that are happening in life in the world. And just going to be doing some dreaming out loud and hashtag setting intentions. If you want to join the convo, just drop a comment, especially if you're on Facebook. I don't know. I'm also streaming this on YouTube and Twitter. Yes, I'm maxing out my StreamYard tonight. This is my Happy New Year. Just thinking, Happy New Year 2022 special edition. You know, so let me think. As I'm eating my tomato okra corn with a little black bean and rice late night snack. Now I have about 29% on my battery, and I'm kind of like glad it's gonna do that, so I won't stay on here too long. But just thinking, whoa, we made it to 2022. Made it to 2022, first day of the year, and super grateful that God allowed you and me to come to this new year. Just thinking about 2021 and in personal reflection, started at the top of the year. Of course, all of us coming out of the global pandemic that 2020 was, with hopes and that things would be slowly returning to normal. And the first 3 months of the year, Tina Tilton and of course, you can check us out every Tuesday, Tina Tilton Show. As well as my Christy Taylor show, we're part of the Taylor Tilton Hour on Comcast 31 here in Memphis, and also Comcast 44 in Rome, Georgia. And as God wills and provides us the sustenance, we're gonna expand to the other Comcast. But the thing is, at the top of 2021, and just reflecting, coming out of the pandemic, really trying to get our bearings. Everybody's still, dependent upon where you were falling in all things. It's like, how did you, uh, you know, come out of 2020 into 2021? How hopeful were you and things? Well, my thing was, it's like, okay, I really got to learn how to make my business work. Chrissy Taylor Consulting, really trying to pivot in that area. A lot of people were coming to me about helping them set up their podcasts, YouTube channels, and I had even tried to help a couple of people with setting up TV shows, because everybody's trying to figure out how to still stay connected to the world. And I'm trying to also, like, how am I going to make money, doing my business virtually as opposed to in person. So, top of 2021, I kind of like, okay, I kind of think I got it. But then Tina Tilton and I, we were like, one thing we can do is definitely push the whole digital, show concept. And we decided to, I think around March, early about April, we like, let's do a photo shoot, which we did. And to start promoting the Taylor Tilton Hour, and our goal to expand to the 14 Comcast Southeast markets. And had a really great time doing that. You know, um, so I was super excited. It's like, oh, this is gonna be good. We were just getting our game plan in place, and just building things out. Her as well, the podcast center, and then just tending to family. She definitely is. Yes. Oh, Terry, I look forward to networking with you. Yes, let's get together, make some money. Yes, yes, I certainly can. As a matter of fact, if you're on Facebook, just drop, inbox me your contact information, and I definitely will reach out. We'll definitely connect, because that's my goal, is to really broaden my reach. And one thing about, I keep having friends tell me, you're not on social media enough. I feel like I am. I'm kind of old school. I jokingly told somebody that I was doing, some things I'm trying to plan for 2020, for this year, is that I'm pretty much a call first, then text, then I'm going to check my email, and then I'm going to check my social media boxes. So I'm still kind of like feeling like just jumping on lives and stuff like that. But I do see, the joy in it. I can see, where, because even like last year, like I said, when Tina and I were like, okay, let's just take our shows, put our shows together, make the Taylor Tilton Hour. So the Chrissy Taylor Show, which I do, which of course started in the pandemic and really blossomed. I had a lot of people around the country that I was interviewing. You could, of course, check out the replays of that, whether you go to my website or YouTube channel. Also, I have it on all the podcast platforms like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple, at iHeartRadio. I mean, pretty much if you just Google the Chrissy Taylor Show, you're gonna see, what I've been doing since the end of 2020. But then Tina and I, we like, okay, let's put our two shows together, because she has Tina Tilton the Blend, well, along with other things that she does. But it's like, and put together Taylor Tilton Hour. So like I said, we had a fabulous photo shoot. Super excited about that. Tending to, my continuing to pivot and deciding to make a sizable investment in a course creation class, because I also learned, being a coach and consultant, that most of the industry has really moved to course-based business, models. So it's like, oh, now I need to learn how to build out courses. I'm a teacher, a teacher's teacher, as my mom used to say. So I have a knack for that, of instruction, but never like in a formal setting. Even though top of this of 2021, I did have Southwest reach out to me, and they wanted to know if I would teach a class about audiovisual for the 21st century. And that was super cool. And as a matter of fact, I'll just let y'all in on the secret. They've actually reached out to me again and say if I would be interested in teaching more frequently throughout this year. So super looking forward to that. And as soon as I find out when and how all that, I'll let you all know. So if anybody wants to take classes that I'll be teaching through Southwest Community College, I'll let y'all know. Just keep on checking my social media and stuff. But anyway, so as the first quarter of 2021, in my personal reflection, it's like, okay, we got to get nice little game plan, learning how to navigate, still the aftermath of 2020. I'm still staying safe, all that. And my mom, she had turned 87, so just really tending to her, and she was living in Midtown still over 20 years. So, just tending to her, making sure she got, whatever she needed. And since I was more flexible, my schedule could take her around. But then there's some things that happened by the second quarter. It's like, okay, game plan enacted, take this course creation class, invest in that, follow suit on, expanding the Christy Taylor show and partnering with Tina with the Taylor Tilton, her show, our show together for the Taylor Tilton Hour. But then my mom, Mother's Day weekend, me and my sister, we showed her a lot of love in her apartment complex. They had, her. Okay, thank you. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Thank you. You very much. You're welcome, Terry. Um, but I have to say, then by second quarter of 2021, as we are, preparing to do this, get a push, um, my beloved mother passed on June 16th of last year, the day after my brother's birthday. And, we had just been over there really in that May, Mother's Day weekend. I mean, my sister just, her apartment had, opened up because they were very much, protective of them during the major quarantine. And my beloved mother just June 16th. I had seen her the night before because I had come over there, just been loving on her and doing things in her apartment. And she, after the word is after she talked to her sister for a couple hours that afternoon, she took a nap and she slipped away to the other side. So I have to say that second into the third quarter, I was really in a numb space, and of course, I'm still in this grieving point. But I can just tell that that took the wind out of me. Of course, you still have to do whatever you're doing, but being able to be fully mentally engaged. And if anybody has, any kind of profession, but definitely if you're self-employed and you're working for yourself, and you're the solo, person, I now see the importance of building out a team because in that moment, in those about 2 or 3 months, I really was not mentally able to fully engage, and I'm learning even through that experience. My brother said something during that time, after my mom passed, something that has really anchored my soul. That our mother, she left peacefully, and that we need to leave it that way. So one of the comforting things for the last 6 months had been that mom, had lived a very good life, 87 years. She was long and strong to the end. She was still, on the path of writing more children's book, because she had went back to school in her 70s, got a couple of degrees, and that even inspired me to leave my radio career and go back to school and as a non-traditional student. So she was still on her path of just living life fully, and which is a strong inspiration and source of inspiration to me. So for her to slip away like that as peacefully as she did, it's like, I miss my mom. I wish I could just grab the phone because we were super close and I would hang out with her and stuff. But it's like at the same token, to be able to live your life in a full way where you were still contributing to the very end, and then to be able to slip out of here peacefully, for that I am grateful. For that I'm truly grateful. But at the same token, it took a little bit. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh wow. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm learning, Terry, that a lot of people saying that that it will never be the same, and I could see that because even now, I had an older sister and a younger brother. We're kind of like 4 or 5 years apart, and we're all grieving our own way. But the biggest thing is, so many friends who have already had parents, particularly mothers who have transitioned, they say it's just always like it just happened. Like you could be 8 years later and you could just still feel the closeness and the separation. So I'm just, in this new path of being, um, yeah, yeah, a woman who has to stand on her own in a new way. but trusting that, like they said, the ancestors and the mighty cloud of witnesses that watch over us, that even my mom is on the other side, with God guiding me on my path. So, different things that I'm still having to recover from in regards to just that emotional setback. And then even now, but I did August, September kind of come back out of the fog. And I just want to express gratitude that I had a couple people, things that I have been working on, that they were able to be, patient and work with me. Even after some things I had to reassess, including, and for which I'm grateful. I did a beta test because remember I said earlier in the year I'd invested in the course creation class, so I was super excited that by August, September, I was able to do my first beta test of a course that curriculum that I'm working on. Thank y'all for the love. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! I just wanted to jump on here and kind of just chit chat, do some personal reflection, and just whatever kind of comes to my mind. I'm just thinking, y'all, and sharing. And thank you to Terry. I know we're going to be connecting as well. But yeah, so I did get a chance to do by August, September, a beta test on a course, which I look forward to rolling out very, very soon on my website. And if you all have not been to my website, you definitely want to. Let me get them to scroll across the bottom. Because oh yeah, FYI, StreamYard is one of the things that I use, and you see the designs and stuff. I like to I actually, people will hire me to even create their overlays. Like, I got, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, I can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, but tonight I wanted to use this one. But yeah, so I did do the beta test, and the name of the class is How to Master the 2 Minute Media Interview. I'm really, now that I'm post radio, because for those of y'all who know me, my bulk of my career has been as a radio personality here in Memphis, and now as a TV and podcast host of The Christy Taylor Show, Successful Thinking, Let's Go Live, and anything else I decide to come up with, like, hey, just thinking. So yeah, so I did get a chance to do a beta test last fall with about 4 or 5 young ladies, middle-aged ladies, but I like to say young ladies. And I really was appreciative that I was able to create how to master the 2 minute media interview as an outreach of what I really want to do as a media trainer, because that's really my heart. It's like right now, the consulting portion of it has kind of been, in the vein of show development, things like that, but I'm really going to be moving a lot into the media training and public speaking space, which I'm super excited about. At the end of the day, we're always, learning new ways. Hey, Happy New Year, Angela. Happy New Year, Angela Green Esquire, Executive Director of On Location Memphis. Y'all go check that out, onlocationmemphis.org. Yeah, I do a lot of good, fun stuff with her in the film and music space. But yeah, so I did get a chance to do my beta test for how to master the 2 minute media interview. So I got good feedback on that. I just got to really finalize that and start. As Angela was encouraging me, because I was asking her, because I need to legitimize my business a little bit more. Right now, I'm still as a sole, what is it? Yeah, sole proprietor, and I need to move more into like CEO space. Looking at the LLC function. Need to make sure that I get a virtual office, virtual assistant, just to kind of start. Like I said last year when my mom passed, it really would have been smart, or would have been really great if I had somebody, at least 1 or 2 people on my team, who could have still kept the balls juggling in the air. So I can see, but I mean I think I'm on schedule because I started my business legitly, business license, EIN, done in Bradstreet number. I just hadn't done the LLC yet, since around 2019. So going into 2022, come on, we got to add in a pandemic and all that. I think I'm on schedule. I just need to change gears, major gears, rev up. So yeah, so y'all go to my website, ChristyTaylorOnline.com or ChristyTaylorConsulting.com. You can put in both because they go to the same world. And yeah, I'm going to be doing the CTC media training, which I'm super excited about. Also, I've been having some folk in the public speaking space. It's like it's time that you get on the circuit. So I definitely, look forward to that. And yeah, so by the end of 2021, one thing I will say that you know, had a chance to get to before the end of the year is I finally, like I said, in taking my business to the next level, I finally invested in QuickBooks and worked with a friend of mine who's a bookkeeper, and she made sure I have things set up right. So I'm ending and entering this year, with more legitimacy and handling things, because I'm pretty good as far as I guess, looking at statements and stuff, but I just really want to. I've always had separate bank accounts because I had learned that years ago, even when I used to do a lot of MCing, to keep my personal business checking account separate. But I just wanted to really get to the point where, beyond using PayPal and Square, to really get to the point where I can next level it up. So as y'all begin to do business with me, all things will be done decently and in order. So yeah, so 2021 was definitely a year where, like I said, started off with okay, we got a pandemic. I'm finna pivot. I'm about to, do this course creation. Then Tina and I, we're gonna, expand into Little Rock and Jackson, Mississippi, Nashville, Chattanooga, Atlanta. Like I said, we're already in, of course, here in Memphis on Channel 31 every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And you can also, if you know any kinfolk in Rome, Georgia, we're on Channel 44, and we're going to be adding more markets. And if anybody, FYI, if by chance you're listening and you're like, hey, I think I want to team up with Christy and Tina Tilton. It's like we're looking for, some solid advertisers, any businesses that want to be able to grow with us into these other markets. And it's all in, pretty much Arkansas, Georgia, Tennessee, um, Alabama, and Carolina. So if you have a business that could benefit from, increased exposure, and that of course means the TV shows, and then of course we have the replays on social media. I mean, not on social media, on YouTube and podcast platforms. So yeah, check out my website, ChristyTaylorOnline.com. Click on that Tina Tilton Taylor Tilton link, and yeah, just read up on everything I got going on. Pretty much, if you go to my website, you're gonna say, "Oh yes," that's why I say, "Welcome to my world," because I got some cool, fun things, and I've been. Oh, that was the other thing. Um, in addition to doing the course creation class, which is course from scratch, and eventually in the fall, getting around to beta testing my how to master the 2 minute uh, media interview. I have been working on my website the majority of the year, so please go to my website. Let me know what you think. I'm super proud of it. I also have done a couple websites for people, touching on simple stuff and stuff. But I have been putting like major love into my website, mainly behind the scene, building up the e-commerce part. The last thing I need to do, which is going to be related to the courses and some live events and virtual events and stuff, is to build out the membership portion of the website. I'm gonna add forums and a group, because I think a lot of things that I'm doing on Facebook, I'm going to really just put on my website. Yeah. And then, but if y'all know anybody, or if you are that person who understands MailChimp, Zapier, um, anything about automation, email marketing, digital marketing, sales funnels, I need you. Okay. I'm going to raise my hand. I need help. An intern. And once we make some money, then you can be on the payroll. Like, because as we make money, you make money. So, but if anybody has, I mean, legitly though, I need somebody who understands how to automate, basically digital marketing, email marketing, um, those sales funnels and all like that. Because I really got to start focusing on a couple other things. And as I take in 2021 to build out this website and develop this course and these courses. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Whoo. But some Terry, and it's something. I'm so glad you said that because I have been having to be, which is one reason why I didn't want to do too much today, is just to kind of take a little moment just to reflect and just appreciate. Oh yeah, because December 30th, end of the year, my birthday was December 30th, and I am the sweet 56, so sweet 16 plus 40. I am super super grateful, um, and but sometimes I just be like, God, am I doing enough? And you know. But somebody called me yesterday, a belated birthday call, and she's a younger than me, but she is a go getter, and she was like, "Don't get into comparisonitis, you know, like, hey, because I'm this age, I should be this place." Because it's like basically, I ended one career in radio, and I'm starting a whole nother journey of my life, and you know, I want to get this in a way where it's so self sufficient that I really will. Then, for those who also know, once you go to my website, you'll see, you know, I'm involved in television and film, and I'm connected to, if you're in Memphis, I am connected to BLP Film Studios, which of course should be in a full build out in the next 24 to 36 months. So there's some things I need to do as a screenwriter, as a produced screenwriter. I need to take a breather, take a moment, step back from all the things that I've been doing, and actually start writing again, because I need to have some completed scripts to put out here into the marketplace. You know, so 2020, you know, two, I'm not going to stress myself, for the next first and second quarter, I really do want to get the Christy Taylor Consulting, the courses on the website with full automation, so that it's an evergreen place where people who want to learn about media preparation, media training, if they want to up their game in, you know, different things, and I want to, you know, have that virtual reality, you know, relationship, so I can continue doing what I'm doing in the TV and podcast space, but at the same token, be able to work from anywhere and be able to get to the place where I can start writing again. Yeah, I need to, you know, I got some unfinished scripts on my laptop right now. I've been helping, because actually last year, going back to last year, into last year, you know, I do work as a script consultant as well, as part of my consulting, because anything that has to do with developing content, you know, like I helped somebody just um, write up a reality TV show synopsis, you know, so that kind of stuff. But one of my friends who I worked on something at the end of last year, she was like, "When are you going to start writing?" Because it's like you're out here putting love and doctrine on other folks' stuff, but I haven't. So, you know, those are the things that's happening. And, you know, just last year definitely was a testament to me maintaining movement ever so slowly, particularly when my mom passed, you know, just to not just get over it, but just to keep living and to find gratitude. A lot of things that's really saved me throughout last year, the end of the second half of the year, was um, finding so many things to be grateful for, even in the fact that my mom did live a long life, and that she was, that she left peacefully, and, you know, beyond some, you know, some health issues, she was pretty much, you know, in good health. Um, you know, just grateful that God has sustained me as a self-employed person, and now I want to scale my business so that I can, you know, build out a team so I can really do this media training, you know, and education on the next level. So yeah. Oh, thank you. You know something? Thank you for that happy belated birthday. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you probably get two." No, 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 no. I get one gift, typically on Christmas, that basically serves as two gifts. And like I said, and some people be like, "We know it's the end of December." One, I got an early call on the 29th, and they sung me happy birthday and sent me a cash app, and I was like, "Thank you." And then, like I said, some people showed me love on the 30th, and then I got my belated birthday call on the 31st. So, oh, speaking of that, oh my goodness, I didn't. Uh, I don't know if I can I do that. One of the things that I did want to do for my birthday, you know, because you know, I'm a give back kind of person. Um, is that, oh, y'all can go, if y'all are on my Facebook page, check out my Facebook cover. Be sure to check out my Facebook cover, because for the entire month of of January, for, you know, in honor of my birthday, turning 56. So from December 30th to the end of January, I'm partnering with a friend of mine to for a social cause, which is about how to end period poverty. So be sure to check out my Facebook cover, and I've designated that the donations that will come from this drive. So if you have a couple of dollars, please go to the website. You know, I think you can send some money to PayPal in honor of this foundation that's doing this, and the recipient that I've selected. is Sister Reach. Sharice Scott's Sister Reach, and it's going to go to Pearl's Pantry. This is all part of the campaign of ending period poverty for many women and girls who don't have the resources. Sometimes that can really be such a basic need. Can go they can have issues with that. So just go to my Facebook page, check out my Facebook cover, and just look at all about that. And any way that you can support, even if it's just sharing it to your page. You're like, hey, Chris, I ain't got no money, but what I'll do is I'll share this to my network. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So yeah, so that's what I got going on. Yeah, 2021 definitely was a year of growth. And even when my knees was buckling and my steps were unsure, and then literally walking by faith and crying by faith and praying by faith. Um, but I'm committed to this leg of the journey. I've had a lot of different amazing chapters of my life, and at this age and stage of life, I want to continue to follow the dreams that are in my heart. And Christy Taylor Consulting and media training and show development and radio, television, and film and audio books and all that stuff, and helping you all do that is very important to me. Making sure I'm my works, my screenplays are completed, TV shows, whatever I got in my spirit, can be penned. And there was a couple of unfinished books that my mom has that I'm gonna make sure that I deliver on and get those out to the world. So yeah, 2022 first quarter. Okay, y'all. I told y'all I've been listening to my. Oh, I love acid jazz. I know. I've been in nerd. I've been in nerd mode all day. But yeah, little acid jazz don't hurt nobody. Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty much. I'm definitely. All right, so I got about 15% left on my iPad, and that's what I'm streaming, doing my StreamYard through. So hey, happy New Year, everybody. May God's richest blessings and his gracious peace and love be with each one of us. May it be our comfort and our guide and our protection. May be the port of all prosperity, even in the dips and the valleys of all things that we're going through. Because I mean, there's challenges on in so many different levels of trying to expand life. There can be steps back to go forward, and all this. At this stage of age, sometimes you step back so you can leap forward. Um, you have to scale down so you can build up. So yeah, I'm just making sure that God gives me amazing grace. Thank you. Oh, keep your head to the sky, stay uplifted. I appreciate that. Terry. I truly, truly do. Um, so if y'all need me, first of all, like I said, go to my website, ChristyTaylorOnline.com, ChristyTaylorOnline.com, or you can even go to ChristyTaylorConsulting.com. If you go to my YouTube channel, that was one of the things. Okay, let me go back. So December 30th birthday, one of the ways I celebrate it is by, partnering with this amazing social campaign with my recipient being Sister Reach. But the other way that I was telling people, of course you can always cash at me. Assist is still taking dollars. But one of the ways I really would like people to also support me and show birthday love is to go to my YouTube channel. I really need to grow my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, because I already have the Christy Taylor Show is on there, Successful Thinking, the Taylor Tilton Show, which is a podcast Tina and I do every Tuesday before our Taylor Tilton Hour. That's on there. This is going to be on there because I'm streaming Just Thinking, the Happy New Year 2022 edition. And I'm going to start jumping on here more often. So, yeah, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you like Spotify, all that, check that out because my podcasts are on there. And last but not least, go to my Instagram, y'all. Show me some love. Now, I must confess, one of my girlfriends, Zach, who is into social media and digital, she said, "You got too many Instagram." But just go to the Christy Taylor Show. Just go to Instagram and and follow me on the Christy Taylor Show on Instagram. and also Christy Taylor Consulting, particularly the Christy Taylor Show on Instagram, because on Fridays, and you all are welcome to also be a guest on Let's Go Live. Typically every Friday I may do a guest, and we just chat it up on Instagram. So, but yeah, I think I did good tonight. Yay! I'm proud of myself. Yeah, and I will be. Oh, last thing. So in this personal reflection, gratitude was definitely the thing that kept me going through all the different changes that I've had to experience in 2021. Grateful for Tina Tilton, grateful for my family, grateful that my mom lived a nice, full life, for all the family and friends and those who wish me well and have sent me love and prayers. They have been sincerely felt. Um, Grateful for those who assisted me with my beta testing for my course, and looking forward to launching the full membership courses and all like that. Um, and just appreciate you all for spending a little time with me on this first day of 2022. And to Angela, I want to say thank you again for yesterday's insight. And I will be much more visible. And I'm going to come up with some cool ways to drop gems about media training and media preparation and things that you all could do, even on digital media, as well as traditional radio and television and print. If y'all have questions or comments, just inbox me, because that'll actually give me content to do on YouTube. Yeah, I'll start doing some. I got to come up with something super cool. Ways of just sharing my insight into how to maximize media opportunities. So, oh, God is using you tonight, Terry. God is using you tonight. I need this encouragement. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Terry Cox. Thank you, Terry Cox. Thank you. Um, Excellence in motion. Well, I'm super excited. I think that I have loved on y'all enough, and y'all have been loving on me. And feel free to share this. This is pretty much um, Happy New Year. I'm just thinking, reflecting, and setting my intention with gratitude. All right. Hugs and kisses, everybody. Blessings. Have a wonderful, peaceful night.